once you have all the software up and running, we got our toolbox running, we got our client store running. So you did a good job on that. The server is running. All this stuff is good down here, so that's all good. So now to print from the PDF, we're going to just double click on it, and we got to go in and make sure that we selected the right printer. So this is right, S series driver, so that's good. And we need to go into our printer and we say, okay, good, it's already 8.5 by 11. It's set up for plain paper, which it should be good. Color, we're going to also slow it down a little bit. Normal is 12 inches per second. Best is 6 inches per second. So I would slow it down a little bit because it feeds better. And so I've got that set up. Right now, did you get the feeds? Do you have the paper in there right now, adjusted properly?
We've already printed.
Okay. All right. So let's try printing. Did you print for the PDF, Jim?
Yeah, because his fonts didn't look right in the.
Gotcha. Okay. So let's go ahead and print one to make sure this looks good. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
So that should print now.
That's a help. Them two, they're both that.
They're both on that.
How'd that look?
You want to talk to
Problem or
yeah. The one
Looks good? Okay. All right. So right now you can see we got the print head set on 3 and we're at 0.8. So I think you're good. Let me look at your feed to media setup. Good. This is good. Right now I think this is perfect because on the, remember on the letterhead, what we're trying to do is our media is thinner. So we just took it down a little bit on the letterhead. So that's good. And as long as your print height and your images look good, I'd leave my print head alone, okay? If we lost some, nope. I would say that leave the print height the same, but I'd move this up to, up. I mean, I would even 9, because what you're going to see is if you don't move it up a little bit, you might see some marks on the envelope because it hits the print head, or it could be a little bit. So you might want to move it up thickness. But normally 0.9 or 0.9 to 1.1 is where you want to be. So, all right. So, sure.
overnight tea with a customer that you're going to see tomorrow, so you have
yeah, whatever.
and then,
If you remember on the side of the machine there's that gauge. Yep, where I would put it right there, and that'll give you an idea of where to start out at. But generally speaking, if you're in this, even any envelope, unless you're getting really thick, you should be able to be in this 0.8 to like 1.1, 1.2 range. So. Yep.
See if that helps, but otherwise, that's what we got going so far.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, you can definitely print full bleed if you wanted to, full color. And again, then you're just looking at image. As long as your image quality maintains, then you're probably set up okay. So.
Can't do it on a letterhead.
But
right.
It can if you don't get the feeding set up, depending on what the image is and stuff. That's right. You got to feed slower, and it can skew a little bit more. So landscape is a little bit trickier to set up, but it certainly can be done. But if you've got a lot of imaging on there, it just feeds better when when you feed the narrow edge first. So, but you can work on that. It's worth trying because you can speed up your production quite a bit. Yeah.
All right, we'll talk soon.
I know, no problem. So let's just go ahead and print this, and as long as it's just it's a straight up gray scale, if you will. Oh in the PDF, your options are right here. You go into properties and you go into color right here. You can only do pretty much global type colors. And right now we're on fairly light color. You know, I don't know, how does it look to you? Does it look good, or you want a little darker? Well, this is one of your settings. You could go to an iJet Color Plus. Let's just print one, then you can see what it looks like. This should be a little, that's going to give you a little bit darker, probably a little bit better. Just it'll be a little bit more bold, I guess. Let's just print one, see if you can tell the difference.
See if it's got a PMS.
Okay. How'd that look? A little darker? Yeah. Okay. So, yep. No. So anyway, to get that back, you just go back to the PDF. Click on the printer icon, and then just go to plain. We'll just go to plain paper for your media type. Yep. That's down here in the media types as well. Boost, yeah. So plus is more toward, plus should be used with your best quality because it's slower. Boost should be with your, well, this one says normal, but this is faster. So when you go faster, you want to give it a little bit of boost in the color, in the ink, because you're moving faster, so you need a little more ink. But since you're speeding letterhead, I would stay in the, you liked the plain paper, and I would stay in the slower, or the 6 inches per second range, because you, right, because you want to hold the squareness. So you want to make sure that feeds, and sometimes when you're feeding faster, it's easier to get off. So, all right. How many of these you get to print? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you should be able to good to go. Just put in 10. And then I would hit print, and then go down and click on down here, click on your icon again so you can see what's happening here. The click on the Chrome again. Do we close that? I know it's click on your Chrome icon there. Yep, click on that. There you go. That way you can tell what your printer's doing here. And you can look on your screen there.
We already did 10.
So you're done? Printed all 10? How'd they all look? Good? All right. All right, what I did is I recorded this session for you so you can